Well, good morning. Today is Monday, July 10th. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. We're outside. No rain today, maybe tomorrow, but not today. So we're going to be sitting outside. We're going to be reading our book, chillaxing. But first, we got to do our meeting highlights. We always start off. My neighbors across the street are getting a new driveway, and I wanted to be outside, so you might have to put up with a little background noise of them digging up the old driveway before they can put in the new driveway. I apologize for the background noise, but I wanted to be outside. So anyway, we always start off with how I weighed, how my weight went for the week. I was perfect on plan from Sunday till Saturday. We should just say Friday, because Saturday I went completely off the rails. So much to the point that if you watched my video yesterday, you saw that I was sick yesterday. I was sick from indulgence. I wasn't sick from any kind of an illness or virus or anything like that. It's just from my overeating. And I was sick the whole day. But I did eat. I had a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Very light, like toast and eggs, and very light. But anyway, I got on the scale with some apprehension today because I was afraid that I was going to blow my whole week. But let's... shush, Sandy, just shush. Let's just get to the nitty gritty. Let's see how you did. I was shocked. I weighed at I forgot already. I think it was 255.4 for a 0.6 loss. So that puts me at 48.6, I think it is. So close to my 50 pounds. That's where I want. That's my goal right now, is just to get back to the 50 pounds. I was there once before, and I have every intention of getting there yet again. I'll try to do a meeting highlight next week, but I'm going to be on vacation. I'm not sure how the internet's going to be at the cottage that we're going to be at. If I go into town, I can upload it by the library. But I'm not bringing my scale, so I won't be able to give you a weight next week. But I can tell you how my attitude has been for the previous week. How's that sound? We'll do that. And I will try my best. I know that when I was in South Dakota, I didn't do any highlights. Our internet was awful. It was just awful. And I was so busy. Sorry, I was just really busy enjoying myself. I didn't have time just to sit down for 15 or 20 minutes just to do a video, because I was with my family that I don't see but once or twice a year. And I know. I just didn't do it, but I'm gonna try my very best to do one next week. But anyway, this week's topic is on how to make healthy decisions feel easier. I wish I could have read this on Saturday, because I could have made some healthier decisions. We went to Jim's favorite Italian restaurant, which is not really my favorite Italian restaurant, and I ordered a pepperoni pasta, which is basically a pizza. Instead of pizza dough, though, it's on pasta. Entirely too much pasta, if you ask me. Entirely too much pasta. It's on penny or penna, whatever you call it, penny pasta, mustacholi noodles, whatever you want to call them. But they give you enough for 3 people. It's just ridiculous how much they give you. And I overate that, and I had heartburn, and then went to my sister-in-law Bertie's and played cards, and I had I thought it was banana cream pie, but it was lemon meringue pie. And then I had pop, and I had a brownie from Starbucks, and I had my Starbucks drink, and I just overindulged. So a 0.6 to me is a gift, and I am not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm going to be very cautious this week, especially since I'm going on vacation next week, and just follow my plan. Anyway, eating more than you planned, definitely. Scrolling longer than you intended. Saying yes to more nights out than you'd like. You could pin it all on a perceived lack of willpower, or learn this more effective strategy. I think part of my problem was my lack of willpower. I really could have ordered something a little bit lighter. I could have had iced tea instead of the pop like I had. I had 2 glasses of Coke. So I mean, I just have to retrain my brain. My brain just thinks that when you go out to eat, you just order Coke. I don't drink it when I'm here. I drink iced tea with my meals, and I mix it with a little bit of my cranberry juice. So I don't know why I don't order iced tea when I'm out. I really don't. But most places have unsweetened tea, so it's not like before it was like every place had sweetened tea, and I don't like anything in my tea. I just like a black tea, whether it's hot or cold. I don't like anything in it. But I can't use that excuse anymore because they have unsweetened tea. Anyway, these are things that they tell you to try this. Pinpoint a situation where You often make choices you wish you hadn't. And then decide on a doable alternative that better aligns with your goals. So the first thing is, whenever my family orders pizza, I try not to eat too much, but it's so hard to resist. And then the other decide that you can do to decide to change your mind about that is just, I'll have 2 slices and lean on 0-point foods. A pizza is at least, at the very minimum, 10 points for a slice. Even if you make your own homemade pizza, I find that it still runs up to be about 8 or 9 points. If I'm like in a home in a bind and I want to have a little pizza, I'll make it on an English muffin or something like that. But if I'm going to want pizza, I'm going to order a pizza. And so now I have to get the train of thought that I'm going to eat a lighter meal, breakfast and lunch, so that I can accommodate the 20 points, because I get 26 points in a day, to accommodate the 20 points that I'm taking with it. And I get out of the mindset that I have to have a Coke or a Pepsi or something like that with the pizza, because that's how my brain is trained, that I think I need to have that. And I don't necessarily need to have that. I could drink water, boring as that is, or flavored water. I'm not really big on flavored water, so that's not going to happen. But I mean, I could have my iced tea with a little bit heavier on the diet cranberry juice than the tea, make it a little bit sweeter. Which I have done in the past when I'm really following my plan. I have done that, and it has not been a sacrifice. So I could do that. And combine into one of the if and then guidelines for handling the situation that you're in. If you're getting, like, I like a good burger, I can never eat the whole burger now. Before, I could eat a whole burger. I don't want to get back to the point that I can eat a whole burger. So when I go out, I usually cut them in half, and I bring half home. I don't have a problem eating half of a cold hamburger. But the French fries, I'll eat every French fry on my plate. I will. I'll eat every single French fry. And then what Jim and I do is I'll get French fries and he'll get onion rings, and then we split it. And I still go crazy. So I have to think of a better combination that's better for me, and realize that I can still have the foods that I love, just not in excess. I had the foods that I loved on Saturday, but I had them all in one day. I can't do that. I just can't do that. I can have, like, when I went to Starbucks, I had a brownie. I didn't necessarily need to have a brownie. I really didn't, but I did. And so I had the brownie. I shouldn't have had the pie, because I should have thought to myself, you had a brownie earlier. You shouldn't have the pie. Thought never entered my mind. Just never entered my mind. And it really should have, but it didn't. So dive a little deeper. If you've ever feel disappointed or discouraged by your lack of willpower in certain situations, it's not you. And actually, it's not you at all. It takes a ton of energy to be strong and to arm yourself into making hard decisions or choices. And that energy dwindles the more you use it, and the more tired or stressed you feel. I know that I keep telling myself this is a rest of my life plan. So why do I get so discouraged when I think, I just wish I could go to Burger King and get a Whopper? I can get a Burger King. I can get a Whopper. I can't get one every day. I can't get one every week. I could treat myself once a month to a Burger King. I could. But somehow I think that I need to deprive myself of that. And then when I deprive myself of the Burger King, then I go crazy eating, which I consider healthy foods, but I eat them in excess. You can eat too many eggs. They're 0 points, but they're still like 83 calories. So you can go crazy eating the eggs. You can go crazy eating the fruit, which we've all seen. I go crazy eating the fruit. It's very hard for me to limit my fruit. I say this all the time too. I love vegetables, but I don't get to them. I don't know why. I'm hoping with my new refrigerator, because I'm getting a new refrigerator on Wednesday, and I'm getting some new drawers system that I don't have in my refrigerator that I have now. Refrigerator I have now is almost 20 years old. The newfangled dangled things that it'll be more conducive for me to just go there to get some cold water, because we have the dispenser in the door. And then I bought a shelving unit that you put inside with some drawers that it's easier to access food. And then I have my Rubbermaid containers, which will fit a little bit better in this fridge because it's a little bit bigger. My other fridge that I have right now, the containers work. I've Rubbermaid Fridge Smart containers I swear by them. I really do. They're the best invention to keep your fresh fruits and vegetables. I don't wash my fruits or vegetables. I put them in there and then wash them as I use them, which I think helps to keep them. And then you got to learn which I do have a Tupperware thing. I don't use it anymore, but it tells you which vegetables you can put together and which vegetables shouldn't be together because they throw off gases and things like that, which causes the rot to come in quicker. So I do sort my vegetables according to that. So this will be nice that I'll be able to still have my containers and still have plenty of room for my other foods and Jim's foods and things like that. So as silly as it sounds, a new fridge I think will help me get back on plan. I don't know why, but in my mind, and your mindset is 100% of how successful you're going to be. If you only have a 90% mindset, you're only going to get 90% results. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's Prime Day on Amazon. There's a couple of things that I want to buy for my new fridge that's going to help me reach my foods easier and quicker and not have to search looking for them because they'll be right there up front and center and I'll just know where they're at. But when I get my new fridge and I get it all organized on my daily vlog, I'll show you what my plan is and how I attacked it. How's that sound? But anyway, we're not talking about my refrigerator now, although we are, but we don't mean to be talking about my refrigerator. One reason why forcing anything at night seems challenging is because we're more tired, we're more stressed. I am not a nighttime eater. That is not my problem. I don't eat my dinner till almost 7 o'clock at night. I go to bed about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, so I have plenty of time for the food that I've eaten to digest. I eat a good breakfast and I eat a good dinner, but I do snack a little bit in between, which I haven't been doing since I've been back on my plan. So I am losing weight because I think I lost 3.8 or so. I lost a lot of weight last week, so I was really surprised to even see any loss this week. But see, I always had the mindset, well, you had a big loss this week, so next week you're going to have a gain. And then sure enough, I'd have a gain because I had that mindset. But now I have the mindset like, well, you had a good loss. Congratulations, that's really good. Now let's work on just a small a small loss for the following week. And 0.6 I think is a pretty good loss considering how I ate on Saturday. Now, maybe it'll show up tomorrow. I don't weigh myself tomorrow. That's why I don't do that. I weigh myself once a week, same time, same place, same clothes, same scale, everything at the same time. So I know it's pretty much a true reading of my body. But I don't judge so much the scale as how I'm doing this time. I have done it in the past, and that's what really set me off the rails. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just working on eating healthy, enjoying my life within reason as far as food goes, and just making smarter, healthier choices, and just taking whatever the scale says. As long as I feel better, I walk every morning. I walk a mile every morning, and it starts my day off right. I don't walk to lose weight. I just walk to get my mindset right. It's just nice. I walk with my sister. We talk about what we're going to do during the day, and it gets me started. It really does get me started. And so I know that I have to work on my portion sizes. I'm trying to eat a breakfast, lunch, and dinner to kind of stop the afternoon snacking and then give my body time to digest the food that I'm eating. I can eat as much as I eat at breakfast. I can eat in 2 meals. I don't necessarily have to eat 3 meals a day. I can eat like 6 small meals a day that equal to the 3 meals that I'm eating, or even 5 meals a day that equal to the 2 meals that I'm eating. I just have to learn to break it down and give my body a little bit more time, because as you get older, your metabolism does slow down a little bit. It doesn't stop. Contrary to popular belief, it does not stop. It just slows down a little bit. So maybe I need to give my body less food to process at different times of the day. That might work. I don't know. We'll see. I have started, when I get home from my walk, I do have a piece of fruit, like a nectarine or a peach or an apple or some watermelon or grapes or something like that, with my 32 ounces of water. But this week I'm going to have a cup of tea with it also, just to jumpstart my system, I guess. I don't know what other reason it would be. But 3 fast facts. Research shows that simply saying something okay, we almost made it through the whole video. We almost made it. We got this close. Anyway, 3 fast facts. Research shows that simply saying you'll do something doesn't mean you're going to do it. How many times have we told somebody, yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. I'm going to meet you, at such and such a place. And then Saturday comes and you think, I don't really want to go. I know I said I'd go, but do I really want to go? And then you usually come up with some kind of excuse. I really wanted to go, but my stomach's bothering me, or oh, I forgot I have this or something. Or, you know what, I'm going to go and when I go to the grocery store, I'm going to buy all healthy foods. I'm going to just buy all healthy foods. And then you get in there and you smell the bakery, and you get some fresh bread that was just baked, or you get some donuts in the little donut stand, because now you can buy single donuts again. And there's temptations wherever you go. There really are. As you're driving, you see all the fast food places. We have like everything around it. We have a Starbucks, we have the crumble cookies, we have Ackett's pies. We don't have a bakery around here, which is very odd. We don't have a bakery or a fruit market. If anybody had money and came in this area and they opened up a really nice bakery, or they opened up a really good fruit market, they'd make a fortune. Nobody listens to me. Number 2, planning all the details for what you'll do and how ahead of time increases the chances you'll actually follow through. When I used to do a budget for like a menu plan, I do a menu plan for Lent. And to me, that's a sacrifice. I know a lot of people say, Sandy, that worked for you for Lent, you should do it the rest of the year. No, the reason I do it is because it's hard for me to do. It's a sacrifice for me to do. And I want to pick something during Lent that's really hard. Now, if I do it all year round, then what am I going to do in Lent? I know, pray. I do that anyhow. But I mean, I like to do something that's really very difficult for me. And planning a week menu and sticking to it and following my plan during Lent is very hard. And that's 49 days. That's a long time, 7 weeks. Well, I go from Ash Wednesday until Easter Sunday, so I got a couple extra days in there. But I know I could do that all year round. I could. But it's a sacrifice for me. It's too hard for me to do. And I know you shouldn't say nothing's too hard, but know who you are. Read the room. Know who you are. And I just know I can't do it. No, I shouldn't say can't do it. I know I won't do it. That's a better way to put it. I know I won't do it because it's something I do for Lent, and I dread it. I really do dread it. I just, I don't, and nobody looks forward. Well, I look forward to Lent because I'm preparing for the birth of, not the birth of Christ. I'm preparing for, Christ to come back to life, and, his resurrection and all that. Like we're like that. Well, we are. But anyway, I just get off the subject now because I'm just kind of rattling on that one now. And number 3, planning also helps you make choices that better align with your goals, especially when outside influences nudge you in a different direction. I'm very fortunate that, my family supports me. Like if I, to a limit, I will put it this way. When I do family dinner, if I didn't have dessert, which they don't need, there would be a riot. And unfortunately, I am of the generation, which I think most generations are, is food is love. And I always think that, and I live by this rule, is what is good for me could be good for you, but necessarily it's up to you to decide if it's good for you. I can't make your choices in life any more than you can make my choices in life. We're born with a free will, and we can decide what we want to do. If somebody was to tell me, Sandy, you need to go on a diet, you need to do this, you need to do that, you have to make a menu plan, and you have to follow this, and you can't eat this, and you can't eat, I would rebel. I know I would, because don't tell me what I can do and what I can't do. I'm going to decide what I can and can't do. You are not going to be the decision. You are not the boss of me. That's a famous line in our family. You are not the boss of me. We used to say that when I was growing up. And being the oldest, I was the boss of them. So they'd say, you are not the boss of me. And I go, until mom and dad get home, I am the boss of you, and you're going to do it. But anyway, so, I mean, they have to make the decision whether or not. They go through their periods where they lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, just like I do. And I don't think that I'm a stellar example, considering I gained back 50 pounds. So I was a good example when I was losing weight, and my 2 boys did lose weight during that time. But when I started putting weight back on, so did they. So there's a correlation there. But mostly our family dinners now, because the kids are growing up, it's kind of hard to do a family dinner every week. It's hard to get together between all the kids with their extra activities and stuff. When they were little, it was so much easier. But now that they're grown up and going their own ways, and they got boyfriends and girlfriends and all of that stuff, and baseball and soccer and basketball and scouts, all of that, it's kind of hard. So we do get together for birthdays, and you can't have a birthday without cake and ice cream. So I just have to make smarter choices. That's the whole thing of it. But anyway, lost 0.6 for a total loss of 48.8. I was 255.4, I think. I'm back on the way. I'm back on my way to get back into I'm working on getting into the 40s. So hopefully by sometime in August I'll be in the 40s, and we'll see how that goes. I'm just slowly working my way back down, getting back to where I was, because I will get back there. But how did you guys do? What do you think of the subject this week? I think they kind of hit spot on each week. After you've been going for so many years, it's like repeats. You keep hearing it again and again. I understand that, but there's new people that have joined. So anyway, that's going to do it. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. If you do need like a boost like midweek, I'll put the links down below. Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate on Wednesdays does a meeting recap, so you can get her outlook, and then that's like you had your meeting today on Monday, and then you can have another recap meeting on Wednesday. And then on Saturday, Danielle Nicole, and I'll leave a link to her channel, also does a meeting recap. So that'll get you set for your weekend then, because she goes to an early meeting. I think she goes like at 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I think her meeting highlights are usually up by noon. So you can have a Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday meeting. No cost to you. How's that sound? So like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you guys on my daily vlog. But if not, I'll see you here hopefully next week, but if not, definitely in 2 weeks.